kids on the floor. I don't think Coach is hearing us.
Yeah, that second. What's that?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that second unit that we ran in there in the first quarter, I thought really set the tone defensively. Then we started to get runouts and we got the offense going. Yeah, I think those middle 2 quarters, what did we give them? About 12 total points. But you could also throw in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first quarter. I just thought we were on point defensively, running around. Our kids were aggressive. We were causing turnovers. And then we got it going in transition. We haven't had a transition game like that in a while. I know it's been one of our focuses, and I'm glad to see us kind of put that together. So a lot of kids played well today, you guys.
Yeah, Terry, excuse me, Kelly, it's Bev. I really thought that your young kids came to play and they were really dialed in, and that's hard to do sometimes after a couple of defeats, but I think that's what you wanted to see out of them. There's plenty of season left, and they've got a lot of lessons to learn. I think a real key for you is also, as you obviously show by playing her a lot of minutes, is Tahina Paupau, and I thought she played a real solid game. And as she improves and understands the game a little bit more, I think that's going to help you in the tougher games against higher level opponents.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought she played really under control tonight, and a couple of times in transition, we wanted her to probe the defense a little bit more in transition, and I thought she did that. She got into the lane, and then that created some open opportunities on the perimeter. And then she had a nice one, for a layup as well. So I think that's great. It's all part of her development. But, yeah, she I thought, played a really good game. And then defensively, same. I thought she was solid there as well.
Kylie Watson, coach, with a new career high for her with 12 points. And also Angela Dugalich hitting a 3 where she's been struggling, but she can really shoot it. Those 2 players, it's just kind of the confidence thing you talk about.
Well, it is, yeah. And, you can tell them, hey, you're great, you're great, you're great. You can have some success in practice and shooting and things like that, but until you actually see it on the court, it's hard to build that confidence up. But Kylie made a move yesterday in practice that was so impressive. I just thought I could tell she was dialed in. I wanted to and did go with her early, and it paid off. I just see she's so aggressive, and it was really good to see those 2, do as well as they did. No question.
Well, you head back home, but then another quick road trip as you got to play down in Tucson against Arizona on Thursday, nationally televised on ESPN. And they went to the Palouse and found out it's a pretty tough place to play and lost in overtime to the Cougars. So you're going to have an angry Wildcat team down in Tucson, aren't you?
We will have an angry Wildcat team. And for all those people who kind of poo-pooed our close win at Washington State, what are we all saying now? I told you that's a good team. So that win looks better and better, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Coach, we'll let you go and have a safe trip home, and we'll talk to you back in Eugene.
All right. Thank you.
All right, head coach.
All right, Coach, we're going to start with James Crepea, the Oregonian.
Kelly, that was the worst loss in Cal program history. I know they've got injuries and various other issues, but nevertheless, not to take anything away from you guys, did you feel like you were going to be able to dominate as much as you were today?
I was hoping. We really needed a game like this, James, after the last 2. That when you don't lose many games and you lose 2 in a row, it makes you question, kind of who you are, what you're doing. But our kids showed some resolve today. I think they were really excited to get back up on the horse and play. And I credit Coach Sharman and Cal for what they're doing. They've got Delia Daniels, a young lady we recruited, and I like a lot. She's probably should be playing maybe a stretch 4 or something. She's playing 2 for them. They just got so many people playing out of position. But, we got to play the game, and we played it hard, and everybody played a good amount, and that's all I can do. I mean, we've still got to continue to play hard. We can't call off the dogs or anything like that. We've just got to play everybody, and we got a good taste in our mouth, though, James.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
Coach, I want to ask you a little bit more about Kylie, and obviously the confidence to put her in there early on, and she takes full advantage of it. I think she had at one point a personal 8-0 run. The offensive stuff, though, is something I don't think we'd seen a lot of. We saw glimpses, I think, against USC, but kind of the development there. When did this start coming together, and kind of has she another weapon, I guess, for you guys up front?
Well, she's practicing better. She's getting in the gym, getting some time, and it's paying off. Again, I think she's a really good player. She just hasn't had the opportunity, and we've given her the opportunity a little bit more in the last couple of weeks, and she's making the most of it. And guess how you get more time? You get more time by producing and playing well, and I love what I see. She's so aggressive, and I just felt we needed that. So I'm happy for her. She's worked hard.
Ryan Thurburn, registered guard.
Kelly, you mentioned Pow and the fast break points. I think she had 7 assists, 1 turnover. Is up-tempo play, fast break, is that something you think you can do with your depth once they get that under their belt and figure out how to do that consistently?
Yeah, and it starts with rebounding, and I don't think we've rebounded well. So those games that we struggle in transition is because we're not rebounding. Tonight we rebounded a lot better. We forced some steals, even the other night against Stanford, forcing some steals, and it allows us to get out and go. Yeah, I just think we've become too tentative. We run our lanes and then our point guard kind of waits for some kind of a drag screen, and it's too slow. We've worked since Christmas on trying to probe in transition, push it, get inside the defense, make the defense shrink. That's when you're going to have open kickouts to really good shooters. So, yeah, I'm glad she's a quick learner, and she, I'll tell you, she's just a really good heady point guard, and so, yeah, this is a little bit by design. We need to keep going. We need to keep pushing it. Doesn't mean we take quick shots. We're not going Paul Westhead here, but we want to push it. So if the defense takes it, if they miscommunicate or somebody's a little slow in transition, we can make them pay, and I think we did tonight.
Jerry Thompson, Ducks Illustrated.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you, Jerry.
With the depth that you have and no letdown at all between units. I know you probably not want to go the 40 minutes of hell, but on defense, but maybe thinking about incorporating more full court when you've got so much depth. I'm talking about defense. Well, it also helps when, they really had, one true point guard on the court, and that's it. If you go against Kiana Williams and other people like that, it might be a different story. Ari McDonald will just dribble right through all of us, but we'll get better. And it's been a big part. Last year we ran a lot of tempo press. That's mainly what it is. So we're still playing around with things, but yeah, I thought we were aggressive in the half court. We trapped a lot more in the half court. And that's something we've wanted to do. We just haven't been very good at it. Tonight we're on point in that area. So,
got one more for you, Coach. Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
You said after your, I guess it was Friday's game, that you felt like the players were understanding the rules better. I guess I wanted just to ask you to expand on that a little bit more, and maybe kind of how that, from a game-to-game perspective, can improve things for you guys.
Well, games like this are fun. Everybody played a role tonight because everybody got in for a good amount of time. Yeah, I just think you're starting to see the development. I think sometimes we try to rush this. Not everybody's at the same spot, Look at Kylie Watson now. She's making progress, She's getting an opportunity, making progress. Pow continues to give. I'm trying to think of other kids off the bench. Sydney Parrish, didn't have a great shooting night tonight, but she had 6 rebounds, so she can be productive when she's on the court, even if she's not making baskets. Maddie Shear, I thought, was really good. So they're all starting to get some confidence. We're playing them more. I think what we've tried to do is, if you notice, we're playing them a lot more together for a while. So going a little NBA kind of substitution pattern. You play your starters for a while, then you go with the bench for a while together instead of in, out, and it seems to be working. So we're only as good as the next game, and the next game's in the desert against what's going to be a really angry team.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Coach.
All right, and I'll wear a hat, you guys, because all that sun